Are you still texting her?
Me? Yeah. Why?
Baby, I love you. I miss you.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I don't know. I don't even know why you're saying that. I haven't got a clue.
Well, we're on.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah. Really? Hello.
Yeah, I was trying to make fucking things funny, but apparently it doesn't work so well. Just my fucking luck this week.
What's that?
Well, I've just had bad luck this week. That's all.
You've had, yeah, well. Luck is whatever you make.
Oh, whatever. You don't believe in luck either?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't believe in luck. Luck is it's a fantasy there's chance. There is a chance of something. If you can run by chances, but that luck, no. I don't think there is such a thing as luck, because then you're saying that there's an outside force aiding and abetting whatever you're doing and the winnings that you're going to come to. And
so you mean a guy who has a string of good luck?
If you call it good luck, the chances and the coincidences and of certain actions and the consequence of those actions came to pertain to him being where he is. Yes, but luck, no, it isn't luck. It's what you make it.
Okay.
It's what you make it.
So where do you want to start off this week?
The thing is, I'm moving quite steadily towards setting up the studio for photography and things such as that. I'm getting that ready. So the photography thing is beginning to move forward. With the help of my very, very wonderful, lovely lady as well. She's
Dude, we're not even 2 minutes in. You're making me have agita.
She is literally being the prodding person in my back. Get it done, which is wonderful. That's fantastic. We do need somebody behind us to do that, I think.
Well, yeah, we've been talking about doing a photo shoot with the guys and stuff like that.
Sure. I will do that for you. And I will actually won't charge you a lot.
You're going to charge us? What the?
Yeah.
As I look around the studio, all this top-notch equipment that I paid for.
I'll give you a severe discount. A severe discount. I really will.
Can't you just do it for the sake of the show?
I'll give you a significant discount.
No.
I promise you will give you a significant. I really will.
It better be a damn dinner, and that's about it.
I'll see what it is. I'll see what we can do. But yeah, we've got that, and then other things. She's looking for other work, and there's something in the pipeline for her as well. So which is great.
Fuck! Remind me after the shop message the other guy.
Which other guy?
The guy at the other restaurant for her.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
especially if you're moving to Whitby.
Well, we're hoping to.
If you're moving to Whitby, then it's even closer to go there.
We were hoping to make it so she can make a home for us all.
Although I don't know, you wouldn't be able to hang out there on a Friday, Saturday night.
Where?
At the bar she'd be working at.
Why?
Because they turn it into a dance club and it'd be like shoulder to shoulder, fucking.
Yeah.
So we'd have to go to the old man's bar at the Griffin where I used to work. Wait for her to be done and then.
Well, that can be done. That's easy. That's no problem. I can do that. It's just that fucking garbage that they play. And I mean, Jeremy was playing again last night. I was like, what the fuck?
Listen, I love
Mike.
Jeremy. I love Jeremy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a great DJ. But last night he was completely off trying to read the crowd.
Yeah.
Because the crowd, as soon as you play reggae and hip hop, the fucking dance floor filled with broads.
Yeah.
As soon as he started playing that fucking jungle beat, and I'm just like,
oh, the one that John requested.
Yeah, one song, but they're all I'm like, holy fuck. I'm Italian and I don't even like this shit.
No. He played it for John, and John was doing his rave dance. He was enjoying himself on the dance floor, which is good.
Yeah, by himself.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, you can't fucking argue with that at all. No.
Like, I'm just like, I told him, I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're horrible tonight.
Yeah, be truthful.
You're not reading this crowd at all. You're not at all. Like, he played like 2 reggae songs, girls all grinding up on everybody. And then all of a sudden, doom, 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 doom. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they left.
And then they would leave.
Yeah, they all went.
And then I go walk around, I'm like, play the fucking reggae music and the hip hop.
Yeah.
You go back to that, all the girls come back, 2 songs, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, holy fuck, here we go. I had to leave.
No.
I walked out, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I've already had a shitty night. I'm done.
But it'd be good, I suppose. Moving over here, it'd be okay. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to that.
Whippy's not bad.
No,
I don't think so. I mean,
it's a conscious decision that she wants to move out of. She wants to move out of Oshawa, which I understand why. But that's all good. It's all good. No problem. I'll have to say goodbye to people, and I suppose I could go back every now and again.
Well, to the general?
Yeah.
Well, you can still hang out there.
No, I don't really want to.
I mean, on a Friday, Saturday night, like I said, you can't hang out at the Hop's house.
No, okay.
There's no way. Dude, you'd be pulling the rest of your hair out.
The rest? Are you trying to say I haven't got a lot? Have you seen it? Fuck me, it's down my back now.
Well, I know, but whatever you're gaining in the back, you're losing at the front.
No, I'm not. Where? I'm not going.
Your
I'm
hair,
not receding at all.
your hairline's receding.
No, dude,
it's
fuck off.
It's running for the border like your Taco Bell, bro.
No fucking way. It's just, there's been like that for years and years and years. I'm not a person, I'm not the same. I'm like probably my granddad on the Gled hillside. He is the one that had a full head of hair until he popped his clogs. And then on the roadside, my granddad on the roadside, he was bald, but my father wasn't in any way.
My grandfather wasn't bald. My old man was.
Well, he's probably going to miss you then.
Oh yeah,
you're still going to be an ugly fuck no matter what. It's all cool. So
on that note, I'm going to go get our partner.
Which one?
Scott's here.
Oh, okay.
He's a little late
again.
He seems to like to be late. He's a late.
He's not as late as you, but he's late. You said 3:30, I think,
and
you
I said
got here. And you got
3:35.
No, you didn't. You said 3:30.
Yeah, and I was here by 3:35.
Yeah, which is highly unusual for you. Highly unusual. Normally it'd be about 4:00.
Oh, stop! On that note, I'm gonna go get Scott.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay.
No. Okay, we're back. Scott's here finally. Well,
yes.
He was only 7 minutes late, really.
7 minutes late?
Yeah, we started 7 minutes.
So, yeah, okay.
7 minutes from the start time. Is that okay, or would you like to?
Perfect, fine.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Okay.
So, I got something.
You know that hat that you're wearing now?
The Maple Leafs hat, yes.
Yes, the Winter whatever Classic, I believe it is,
yes.
if I'm reading it correctly.
Yes.
It's seriously pulling your eyebrows up as if you're a complete and utter fucking moron. Which, I mean, it's an indication of whatever, yeah, but that's what it was doing.
Is that better?
It's hiding your face.
Good. I don't want to see your fucking face either.
Oh, good comeback.
I know.
That's the I know you are, but what am I comeback?
It's a classic, but it works all the time. Yeah. Listen, I got something to ask you.
Me?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Are you going to finally admit that Donald Trump may have done one good thing this week?
I think he means not striking Iran.
And for the reasons why he didn't strike Iran.
Well, I don't know where Iran is. I know where Iran is.
Iran, she ran. I don't care.
Well, carry on making your point, and I'll see if I have to concede or tell him to fuck off as usual.
He said that the reason why he didn't do it was because the 3 spots that they had a total of 150,000 people, women and children and stuff like that.
There's 150, but he said
it's 150.
It would have been a disproportionate response, and he didn't want that.
Yeah, it was disproportionate to the fact that they shot down the drone.
Well, the number one, the drone was over Iranian airspace, which it's not allowed to be.
Okay, regardless of where it was, I'm not arguing where it was. I'm arguing. Can you at least say
no?
Oh, come on.
No, I can't. Because if you listen to my response, then I will explain why I can't do that. Because first things first, they shouldn't have had. It doesn't matter whether it's an unmanned drone or a plane or whatever. They should not have been over Iranian airspace, which they were. even Americans, when they make a denial, you can't believe it for especially for their track record over time. And the reasons they do things to start wars, so you can't really say, okay, yeah, we believe you because you're lying. And the next thing is that, as I said, they should.
As every American that listens to us turns off the podcast.
Well, not really, because if they are the intelligent people that I believe them to be, because they are listening to this podcast, then they will carry on and listen to the rest of what I've got to say.
Okay, go on.
Which is mainly what you don't do. So the thing is, as I say, the Americans had their drone over Iranian airspace. Iran has every right to shoot the fucker down, just because it's an American. And then the blustering from the guy that came afterwards, like how he was going to do this. And now they're talking about some serious sanctions against Iran, even greater sanctions than they've already had. Which Iran basically said, well, okay, we don't give a fuck. We'll do our own stuff, which is cool.
Okay.
So he can go fuck himself.
Okay. Now.
He sent the drone there first, then they shot it down, and now he's saying, well, because I've saved 150 lives, which he hasn't, that he wants praise. Go fuck himself, the fucking ginger orange piece of shit.
Now, if it wasn't in the Iranian airspace.
It was, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I've heard both.
I've heard both too.
I read that what the Americans are saying, it was international airspace, and if that's the case, do America have the right to go in, because it's an unmanned drone, and obviously it's spying on Iran anyway? Why do the Americans have a right to go in and invade a country for an unmanned drone?
That's what I'm saying.
And kill thousands and thousands and thousands of civilians.
If I'm painting this picture for you, if it was in international airspace,
okay,
and they shot it down,
yeah,
would you say at least he said, okay, he calmed everything?
No, because the Americans shot down the Iranian I can't remember the fucking flight number now. The Americans deliberately shot down an Iranian civilian aircraft in international airspace for no reason whatsoever. Yet nobody condemns the US for doing such a thing, killing all those. I think it was 360 civilians.
I remember that. I saw a documentary on it.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't ever heard of this.
Yeah, they shot down a passenger plane. They thought it was a fighter jet.
Exactly, my friend. Exactly, my friend. That is exactly the fucking expression.
Because the plane and the model of jet that Iran used the same. They used one of the same call numbers or something. Like a, what do you call it? Identify friend or foe number.
Transponder number.
Transponder,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the jets used one, but the plane used two different ones, and so when the guy looked it up, he saw that the number corresponded to a jet airplane that the Iranians used, but it also corresponded to one of the numbers of the passenger plane. So they just went ahead and thought that they just assumed that it was a jet airplane, and
A fighter.
And blew it out of the fucking air.
Blew it out of the sky.
Yeah,
for no reason.
It started. It started going towards the ship, and then the guy just said it was an attack run, and so the captain's like, "All right, fine, shoot it down," and that was that. Yeah, they shot it down.
When was this?
3-4 years ago, something like that.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a while ago.
Yeah, it was a huge mistake.
You fucking think?
Yeah. So this is obviously you didn't know about that. So that's asking that question. I'm answering with the knowledge that I have of that particular thing. So really, no, go fuck yourself.
There's a TV show called Mayday, which I watch all the time. It's a great show. It's all about plane crashes.
Yeah.
And then the investigation of the plane crashes.
Yeah, on
White
Discovery
House.
ID.
That's one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Really, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You should look it up. It's interesting. And the fact is it was a civilian aircraft. It's traveling at such a speed that a civilian aircraft cannot. And if it was going to go into attack mode, it would seriously be speeding up because it needs to go pretty fucking fast on an attack onto a ship, but especially an American ship. or whatever it was. So yes, the good old US of A saying that they did this wonderful thing for not killing 150 people. Well, you've still got to make up for the other fucking 160 that you did.
Okay, well, that kills my argument then. Fuck it.
Well, he still hasn't started a war, which he said he was never going to do. So
Well, it keeps coming close though.
yeah,
And now that the Iranians are probably going to start using or start making enriched uranium again, then okay. But the Americans have got to come back to the table again to renegotiate an agreement they already had on the table, which was working perfectly fine, and it was no problem at all. The Iranians weren't making enriched uranium, etc., etc.
There was a movie years ago.
well they are right now, right?
Well, they say they're going to start reprocessing again, so I don't know if they've actually started or not.
Okay,
They
now-
were making uranium.
They weren't making
Past
enriched.
couple of years, though.
Yeah, they weren't making enriched. Not for use in nuclear weapons.
Well,
They were using it for like fuel and stuff like that.
oh, okay. I didn't
Which
know.
is, whichever way you look at it, it doesn't really matter. Get rid of all nuclear weapons because they are fucking evil bastard things.
They call it yellow cake. I don't know what yellow cake is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you use it for.
Baking a cake.
Baking a cake. Baking a nuclear cake.
Yeah.
No, here's my thing. There's a movie years ago. I don't know if you would know about being in England. About a president of the United States who has these low numbers, so he completely fakes a war to get his numbers up to get reelected. You've never seen this movie?
No, I don't know. You keep talking about it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Could this be something that Donald Trump is trying to do? Like
Fake
Yes.
a war?
start his own little war so his popularity goes up and then he wins the election again?
The Americans don't want a war.
Is he?
The American people don't. This is the one time when that would be the biggest mistake ever, because America, or the vast majority of American citizens, and the polling numbers are off the fucking charts when it comes to it. They do not want another war.
No.
They do not want one. Now this is your moderate conservatives right through to your silly fucking leftists, supposed liberals in the US.
I don't want
who
a fucking war
really,
either.
they just don't want it. They're sick and tired of it.
Yeah. No.
They want all the wars that they're involved in to end, and they want to get out of there.
No, bring the boys back.
Our boys.
Bring the boys and girls back.
Okay, sure.
Well,
I
there are
agree with that.
Canadians over there and British.
Yes. There's
Yeah.
there's
And
international.
Italians. So, yeah, so
international.
bring our boys back.
So yeah, I agree with it. But the doing, if he were, because sending in troops and sending in an attack force against Iran is not the same as sending it in the way that it was against Iraq, because you will find that Iran will fight back. They won't just capitulate the same way that Iraq did. They just won't.
I think they're just both fucked.
Who?
The States and Iran.
Oh yeah.
The guy who runs Iran is a fucking idiot too.
You've got to take in account that how Israel is staying away from attacking Iran as a pure indicator of the capabilities that the Iranians have.
Well, it's just, I think it's the same reason they didn't get involved in the first Iraq war, right?
Yeah.
Because all the other the countries in the Middle East were split, right? They're split right now.
They are.
Half support.
But if you want to bring them all together,
yeah,
Israel
half,
mobilize.
Exactly. Well, half support half support Saudi Arabia, half support Iran. Right, it has to do with the differences in religions.
Yes.
And but they all hate Israel. So if Israel got involved, then they would all coalesce into fighting Israel.
Yeah.
So they can't. The Americans don't want that to happen.
The enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
Yeah. My enemy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is also my enemy.
Isn't that my friend?
No, it's my friend.
Yeah.
No, it's
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
No, I've also heard that way too.
No, that's the correct way.
That might be the correct way, but I've also heard that way too, and that's the way it sounds. Because
Well, no, it can't be. The
If
enemy
you,
of my enemy
if
is
you
my
and me
enemy.
both hate each other,
But because there'll be three enemies.
right? But we both hate him. Well, who's to say that we just don't team up, beat the
But,
shit
then
out of him,
but that's
and
when
then,
you become friends. That's what they mean.
and then as soon as he's done, then we're back to fighting again.
Yeah. Either way, that's why the Americans, well, they tell Israel not to get involved.
No, they don't want to.
They don't want that.
Because that really could pull the whole fucking thing together in a world war.
Yeah.
Easily.
I don't fucking understand these people.
In what way?
I just don't understand it. Dude,
You mean war?
No.
And the politics of war? Is that what you mean?
So here, and
the whole idea that this person can I feel sorry for the Jews, but like everybody says not to. And I feel sorry for the Palestinians, and everybody says not to. And then like it's even, dude,
Look,
like as much as you hate to even hear about it, like it sucks because like even okay. Now how I even got wrestling into this.
I don't know. How are you going to get wrestling into this?
It's easy. The WWE, like the
International politics goes to
Yeah.
WWE.
well, no, they've just been getting flack because they've been going to Saudi Arabia the last couple of years.
So they should.
and putting on shows there.
So they should.
And one of the wrestlers, Sami Zayn, is from Syrian descent. He's from Montreal, born in Montreal, he's Canadian, but his parents are Syrian. And they won't allow him into the country because they're afraid they're going to kill him.
Okay.
And shit like that. So I don't understand. Like, how can the politics be so deep that, like, even a descendant of a Syrian can't even go into Saudi Arabia? Like,
not only is it politics, it's also religion.
Yes.
So when you're getting wrapped up in politics, that's one thing, but then you wrap that in religion as well. There's, like 3 dominant religions over there right now. 2 of them are Muslim. One of them's Jewish. Right? Israel's the only Jewish state. The rest are
Islamic.
the Islamic ones are
Sunni and
Sunni and Shiite.
Yeah.
Sunni and Shiite. And
then you've got the Sunnis hate the Shias, and the Shias hate the Sunnis.
And so the other big problem, the other big problem is in Iran. That's where the Ayatollah is, who's the head of the Sunnis, I believe.
No, it's Shia.
He's a Shiite.
Yeah, it's Shia.
So he's the head of the Shiites, and he's in Iran. So basically, whatever the Ayatollah says, all the Shiites
Will do.
in the Middle East have to do it.
And the Sunnis, the Wahhabists, the Wahhabists in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So you've got if this is the complexity of it. Seriously, I understand you rubbing your face and everything else, but this is the complexity of it, and this is how things could blow up so simply, because you've got the Wahhabists who are in Saudi Arabia, right, and then the Wahhabist part of Islam is also adopted by the Taliban and people like that in Afghanistan. So that's why you don't get Pakistan getting involved there, because then things could seriously blow up for Pakistan as well, because all these brothers in arms sort of thing, and etc. It's really complex. It's not as simple as people think it is, because there's still this call for let's go in and just fucking annihilate the fucking lot of them. You can't do that, dude. You can't. It just doesn't help. As America has proven, if you look at the picture, there's Reagan talking to all the Mujahideen years and years and years ago, because Russia was involved in an Afghani war, right? And what America thought, being America, thinking, oh, this is a good idea. What we'll do is we'll arm the living fuck out of the Mujahideen to drive the Russians out of Afghanistan. And then when the Taliban came in, which are also Mujahideen, they then went, no, we didn't give you all the money and all the arms to do this, to take over the country. We just wanted you to put, and they went, go fuck yourself. They told America to fuck off. And this is going to be the second Vietnam for the US, because they're not going to win this war. They're going to have to either lose it conspicuously, or they're going to have to withdraw. They're not going to win. That's it. And the Russians went, you know something? Fuck it. Take the fucking thing. And the Americans followed in, and the Russians left. Complete chaos in Afghanistan. And then the Americans came in and saying, we are going to bring democracy to this nation. And they haven't. So that's the complexity that you have in the Middle East. So you're looking, and when you like your eyes rolled when you were looking at the Sunnis and the Shiites, but then you go to like Northern Ireland. You go to Northern Ireland, you got the Catholics and you got the Protestants, which are all Christians, and they fucking hate each other. Hate each other. Very, very strongly. And that's just religion in the fucking in the mix.
It gives me a headache.
But of course,
Yeah.
just imagine it gives you a headache. Just imagine these diplomats that have to really walk this extremely fine line between one thing. You can't say such and such to him because that then like upsets him. So because you've upset him, he's going to fucking annihilate him. So you've got to be very, very, very careful of what you do, where you do it. And it's like I heard this particular diplomat, because they carried diplomatic immunity, he got away with drink driving. I think it was in the United States of America.
He got away with what?
He got away with drink driving, drunk driving, impaired
Drinking
driving.
and driving?
Yeah, he got whatever, whichever way you want to.
Well, you correct
You could never be a diplomat.
me?
Never. You could never ever do it ever.
I'm
Not a fucking chance.
I'm a lovable guy.
No. No. You could never do it.
Why?
But he got away for drink driving, and everybody was in uproar because he got away with it, because this Muslim guy got away with drink driving, and as a consequence, like people were like up in arms, and it was like, no, we can't play this diplomatic thing, we can't do it, because if you do it to one, you have to do it to them all, and you do it to them all, then they all go like, well, yeah, you lose yours in this country as well. See, it's a way of protecting your own people in countries, and it's so complex. And this is one of the reasons why I love politics and diplomacy and various different aspects of it. I love it.
I used to talk about like Mideast politics and all that stuff with people. It's
Done.
way too complicated.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm already
it's
lost.
politics and religion and history and so much other things.
Yeah.
So people are, hey, what's the deal with this? What do you think? I'm like, you know what? Just read history, read all you want, come up with your own conclusions. And they're like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't
No.
even worry about it.
No.
It's way too complicated. I mean, because Emily will come to me and be like, so what if Israel did this and what happened in Israel? I was like, oh God, no. So the Palestinians and
You're talking
the
48,
Israelis,
67, 73?
yeah, and I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, oh Jesus, now I gotta go way back.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to 1947. It's
Yeah.
like, what? 1940? I'm like, just
I'm
let's
so
go back
stu-
to World War II. Like, oh God.
This is where we're starting from.
So that's why I just go. It's just, you know what? Just read about it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm still
I don't care
stuck
anymore.
on why I can't be a diplomat, a world diplomat.
Because you'd be shit at it, basically.
What?
Yeah, you'd be shit at it. You couldn't be diplomatic in any way, shape, or form. You couldn't.
I'm very diplomatic.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No.
How can I not be diplomatic?
See, you're doing it now. There. Once you do that, that's it. You've lost.
I'm asking you a question.
See? Yeah, exactly. There. You've just done it. You've just proven it.
Oh, you're out of control, Dom.
That's it.
I haven't done anything wrong.
You are. That's how it's looked. Seriously, there's been people in that room who go, oh, nope.
So
See ya, bye.
why are you saying that you could be a diplomat then?
Because I'm a likable guy. People like me.
And that's all that takes, eh?
I think so.
I'm a likable guy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, fuck me. Are you running for American president or something?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want to run that country. I didn't want to be them. I could run for Prime Minister of Canada.
No, sure. Do that.
You don't know French.
Huh?
You don't know
Fuck
French.
them. I don't need Quebec.
You actually need to know French.
Yes, you do.
I'll get a fucking translator stand beside me.
No, doesn't. No. You have to be able to
Then I
speak
guess I'll learn-
fluent French.
I'll learn how to speak French. And do I have to speak Quebec French or real French?
French.
Parisian or Quebec? I don't know.
You just have to speak French.
Okay, I can learn French. It's not a big deal. There's a Rosetta Stone for that.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there is. I've tried it.
You can you do it for free with Duolingo.
That too.
It's pretty good.
Bonjour, voulez-vous des beurre? I guess.
Yeah, good start.
That's all I know. Hello, and can I have some butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I got from the Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd make an
Well
absolutely wonderful prime minister.
Well done.
I think I'd be a great prime
I
minister.
don't think so.
Oh, I beg to differ, my friend.
Well, of course, you'd beg to differ.
I would beg to differ. I actually probably run as an independent, and probably win.
Then do it. Get your money together and,
Well, that's the
Go
problem.
for
I
it.
don't have the money, but
well, raise your money. If you're that good, you can convince people to give you money and say, there you are, Domenic. Run for prime minister.
I would probably run like Donald Trump did, though. Say whatever the fuck I want,
Well, you would.
but I mean, I'd be truthful about it, and I'd be a little bit more diplomatic about it. I mean,
Diplomatic, you mean?
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Diplomatic.
Why I said,
That's great. I love it.
but I'd be a little bit more.
Diplomatic.
That too.
Yes.
But I don't.
That's a new word. That's
Yeah.
it. That's now.
Man, come on, man. Like, leave me alone. Listen,
What do you mean leave you alone? Fuck off.
I think
That's what makes this show funny.
Geez, you barely know English. I don't know. French.
He's fucked on Italian.
Yes.
I can speak Italian. Thank you.
You'd be doing a speech and say diplomatic, and people are like, what did you
Oh,
say? Did you just say diplomatic?
So, Mr. Trudeau.
Yeah.
So, Prime Minister Trudeau. And you're not a diplomatic.
I would tear him apart.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I would.
I'm sure
in
you
a debate,
wouldn't.
I'd fucking tear him apart.
No, you wouldn't.
I could tell. Oh yeah, I could.
Okay. No.
Yeah, because I just call it out like it is. I'm a regular guy.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna save all this bullshit. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh, I think it would work.
No.
And listen, that's why I honestly.
You believe the Canadian people, as on a whole. I'm not talking about South Oshawas. I'm talking about Canadian people would respond to, "Yep, you're talking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here." You think that they would respond to that in a
I
very
think
positive manner?
The only places that may not accept that, and really don't mean much in the election.
If you would appeal, you would probably appeal to the rednecks of Canada. Yes.
I would probably everybody from in between Vancouver to about. I think everybody but Vancouver to Ontario, in between that,
Saskatchewan,
everybody.
Manitoba.
Yeah,
Well, there's
Alberta.
about 3 people. Yeah,
Alberta.
Okay. That works.
Vancouver's a bunch of fucking hippies and fucking bullshit there. I don't fuck them.
Yeah. Okay.
So and their votes really don't count in the grand scheme of things.
You're like Doug Ford. They aren't real people.
No,
They don't agree with me, so they're not real people.
Great campaign so far.
Oh, it is. You're ready to vote, aren't you, Scott? You're ready to say, yeah, I'm
man.
going to put my ex right next to that guy that's running against him.
listen.
Yeah.
First of all, just in case I do run for prime minister, this is just done sarcastically.
Why?
I really do love the fact people of BC there.
Why are you lying? You don't have to lie. Mind you, if you're going to be a politician, I suppose you have to learn to lie.
Exactly.
Well, it's too
From-
late now because now you've said it.
Yeah.
And so if you run for prime minister,
It's now on air.
it's on air. They're going to dig it up.
Yep.
And they're going to be like, look at this.
Oh yeah,
This now, qualify this one. You said this.
Yep.
because it was in the context of the show.
It doesn't. That negates anything. No.
Sure, it is.
No.
It happened to Howard Stern
I don't care about Howard Stern.
and Donald
I
Trump.
don't care about Howard Stern. I don't care about Donald Trump because he's an orange bastard. But the thing is, you look at that and it doesn't matter.
But I
Howard Stern, is Howard Stern running for office?
no, he wouldn't. He almost did.
Why wouldn't he run?
He doesn't want to. I think he
No.
could win. I think he could win. He almost did before.
He was going to. He said he didn't want to reveal how much he made.
Yeah.
That's what he had to You had to tell them how much you made per year.
Money-wise.
So.
Yeah,
You got to do that. Except if you're Donald Trump, and then you say, "Well, I'm not."
Didn't he
I'm
run
not
under
fucking
the?
showing you my
There's
taxes.
Democrat, Republican, and there's that third party.
Independence.
No.
Libertarian?
That I think that's the one.
Yeah.
He ran under that. Like was almost going to be like governor. Days with him, like away from being governor of New York. And then like he did it as a fucking.
Well, Donald Trump did it as a joke.
Yeah, that's what Howard Stern claims too. He thinks that he did it because he did it. He claimed he said he was going to run for president when the first book.
He
came out.
ran. He ran the stunt as a joke, not the fact that he is a joke.
Yeah, no, as I'm saying, he did it. He's done it twice before, according to Howard Stern. Like when you read his book, Howard Comes Again. He states
You're
that,
not getting paid for advertising that book.
I know that, but I love the
Okay.
book. It's a great book, actually.
Okay.
And he states that Donald had did it twice before, and he thinks that the third time was because he was in negotiations with NBC about The Apprentice, and that he thought that this would be a good, like, it worked the first two times. Let's do the.
But he didn't do it anyway, so it's really a moot point.
Boy, he ended up winning. That's the problem. And I don't think he was expecting to win. He just thought he'd just,
Who? Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
thought you were
believed-
still talking about your friend Howard.
Well, anyways, yeah. Listen, I could become prime minister. I can easily.
No,
People would love me
no.
because I think politics.
What's your economic policy then?
My economic
Yeah.
policy.
What's your economic policy?
I don't know really.
Yeah, great start. Hey, great start, man.
I would.
Wow.
Listen. I have to.
I don't know.
go
I don't know if politics is for you, man.
I would have to research it first. I can't just spew shit.
You gotta have some kind of idea. Like,
Yeah, something.
No, I don't want to be held to my words. Listen,
Why?
I want to make the best possible decision for the people.
For the people, you're gonna utilize that campaign slogan for the people.
Yeah, for the people. Fuck the rest.
well done. They're real serious about this.
No.
No, I'm not serious at all. But
No,
I mean,
you're not.
No.
but
So what's your policy on sex education in schools? I'll be the nuanced.
I've
Reporter.
already said my stance on sex education.
Well, explain it again, please.
I don't
so
think
so the Canadian people can hear you at the back.
I don't think that the curriculum should have been banned.
We're talking a national curriculum.
I think that Ontario.
You're running for a national office. So.
I understand that, and I think that the Ontario, the one that Ontario had set up, with the exception of a few things that could have been tweaked,
Such as?
just certain ages when kids find out about certain things.
Like
I don't
what?
think oral sex, anal sex, stuff
Why?
like that. I just don't. I mean, I just like to. For me, it would be like that.
What particular studies have you read or any peer reviews?
No. This is going strictly on my opinion. Like, I could be wrong, and if a study told me to change that, then I'd probably go with the study.
No. So you haven't really read anything about it.
No, I've read the sex ed curriculum,
Okay.
and there was a few things that I would tweak.
So you don't have an
Small
economic
things.
policy, and you don't have an education policy.
Give it a break. Man. I just announced 5 minutes ago that I'm running for prime minister.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't work. No.
But the sex ed curriculum, I think Ontario's sex ed curriculum, the one that was banned, could be a standard bearer for the world. I really believe that. Well, just with a few tweaks.
Well, have you
of my
read?
own opinion.
Have you read the Norwegian sex education policy?
No.
The British,
No.
the French,
No.
the Scandinavian as a whole,
No.
Denmark,
No.
Scotland.
I haven't read anybody. I haven't read the
Iceland?
Italian one.
Oh, okay. So the standard bearer would be Canadian one,
I
even
think-
though you haven't read anybody else's.
I think the one that they had.
I'd vote for you. I really would.
Shut up, man. You want to ask me? I'm telling you the truth. I think, with the exception of a few tweaks,
Yeah. Okay.
it could be a great sex ed curriculum.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't think that kids should be learning about anal sex and oral sex at certain ages. I think you can hold it up a year or two, and that's it. That's all I asked.
My girlfriend's watching Netflix, by the way.
That's fucking great. I don't give a fuck. Isn't that a good idea? No, I mean,
What? I don't
Like,
know.
okay.
You have to throw your expertise in here, Scott.
Should kids-
I don't know what's the problem with your current sex ed educate?
I just don't think that kids should learn about certain things at certain ages. They should be held up at 1 or 2 years.
I don't know what age are they learning these things at?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that anal and oral sex is taught like at grade 4.
Grade 4. That's pretty early.
And I think that holding off maybe 1 or 2 years would be a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all. I mean, should a child learn about why Tommy has two husbands or two daddies? Yeah. The moment they get step into school, they gotta start learning that shit.
Right.
I'm not saying deny that at all. What are you doing?
Taking pictures of myself. Selfies.
So
What are you, fucking 12? Are you using a filter too? Or
No,
a
no.
bunny rabbit
Actually,
fucking ears?
I know. That's a good fucking idea.
Are you fucking kidding? I hope there's one with a cock in your mouth.
Filters. Oh,
He's really doing it. He's really fucking taking a selfie.
that looks good.
Send that over to us so we can post
No.
it on a fucking Facebook. Fucking idiot.
Why? What's wrong with selfies?
You're not 12.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter.
Like
Right.
you're fucking pots, bro.
I don't really. I've sent that to my girlfriend. So
I'm
there you
getting
go.
agitated again. Jesus
so
Christ.
so you believe as soon as they get into school, what, kindergarten, they should learn about
Why some kids have two parents that are the same sex? Right away. I have no problem with that. But I mean, you don't have to tell them the sexual stuff. Just be like, listen, little Timmy over here has two daddies, but it doesn't matter who his parents are as long as he's being loved.
right. Well, what if the kid says, then how do they have a baby?
Explain, please.
Listen,
You can do this. You can do this. You
you're
convince.
fucking 4 years old. Bro. Like, I don't know. I don't have kids.
You are No, well, of course you haven't got children, so you're conducting something for other people's children, but yet you know nothing about it. That's good start, but carry on. You're good.
Listen to this guy. You're like, fuck off, man.
No, you're a proper conservative now, so that's okay.
See, the problem with teaching kids about
There's sponges in there.
same-sex marriages and transgender and all that stuff is it does eventually slip into sexual talk.
Yes.
So in kindergarten, I don't know if they would understand that at all or even be appropriate for them
To
learn about that.
even tell him that why, like, just say, like, his parents have two dads.
Okay, why?
Because really, are you gonna like? They wouldn't even know how babies are made.
Really?
In kindergarten?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
you wouldn't
they
tell
know
them that?
Now it needs a man and a woman.
no. You just tell them, listen, to mommy and daddy or the dad, they love each other. And they had him. That's it.
That's how you.
Mommy and daddy.
I don't listen, man. I'm not saying I'm perfect in what I'm trying to say. I think that somehow the actual learning of certain acts, right, should not. I mean, okay, fine. You want to ask about sex and listen. Yeah, you're right. Two men can't have a baby, but he was. I don't know. Adopted. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the only reason I'm challenging you on this because you were very forthright in saying that definitely they should be taught as soon as they get into school right away.
They accept it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just challenging you a bit to just
No,
explain why you feel that way. That's all.
I just think that listen, no kid should be fucking.
No, they shouldn't.
Like, listen, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my own experiences here about being the fucking dickhead kid. Okay, and I know that if I seen somebody with two fathers, I'd fucking make his life miserable.
Right.
Okay. And I just don't want to see another kid go through that. that I put some kid through that when I was younger.
Right.
And how it gets explained to that child, dude. Listen, I'm not running for offices, obviously that, but somehow it's got to get through to that. And I just don't think that you can still explain it to a child and keep it innocent.
How?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
How do you keep it innocent?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I think there is a way. Do I know what the way is? I don't know. Can we figure out a way? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't think kids should be learning about, again, anal sex, oral sex, fucking, at grades 4 and 5. I think hold off 2 years.
Why 2 years?
I think it's a
Why
habit.
not just ban it?
Ban what?
Anal sex.
Being taught?
No, ban it. The whole thing. Then you don't have to be taught at all.
What's that got to? No, why? If you like anal sex, then fucking do it. I don't care.
Okay.
What you do in your bedroom is not my fucking business.
Okay.
I don't understand what that means. Why would I ban it for? Or
No, I
why would
don't
anybody
know.
ban it?
I've just thrown it out there, that's all.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I like.
But you're going to make a wonderful Prime Minister, remember that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Everybody knows I'm not going to fucking run. Like, I'm just.
But this is the difficulty, coming all the way back to the beginning and the beginning of the point. This is the true difficulty in being a politician and being a diplomat, is you've got to be on point in just about everything, because if you're not, then the press or somebody, like you've got intelligent people like Scott, they will turn around and say, you said this.
So I got in an argument with somebody the other day, one of Emily's friends. She now hates me currently. So
Yay.
the whole point was exactly what I'm doing to you, which is she said something very general, and she didn't have any substance to back it up.
No.
This is terrible, and it should be like this. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Like, a very, very general, wide, sweeping statement. And first of all, they had something to do with the law. It was partially against the law. And it was partially to do with, like, age limits on things. And she said, well, it shouldn't be an age limit on this. Kind of like you're saying, well, sex ed should be taught a couple years later, like grade 6. But the part where we talk about gays and transgender, that be taught right away. Well, it's all part of the same thing. I mean, you got to pick one or the other. It all leads to the same thing, right? Talking about sex.
Okay.
And that's why I challenged you on it, because a lot of people make big sweeping statements.
Yes, they do.
And can't, like...
Listen, maybe okay, you know
if
what?
you had good rationale, I would accept that.
Okay, maybe okay, teaching the kid not in the sex ed curriculum then, outside of that. So, like, you can still teach a kid, like, listen, you can still accept whoever has 2 dads or 2 moms. You can, listen, he's not any different than you. He's still, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe not putting it in the sex ed curriculum. Make it as, like, a regular, like, hey, people are different. This is your mom and dad. This is his dad and dad. This is his mom and mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think kids should learn that right away.
But why do we need teachers to teach our children that?
I don't think teachers should teach. I think parents should teach that right away, but they won't. So I'm unfortunately the safeguard so kids can learn that. Are
When you say
teachers.
they, do you mean everybody or just a certain number of people?
I think everybody should teach their kids that.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Well, that's why you have the safeguard of the teachers, so you make it mandatory they have to be taught.
What about if people who don't want to
If
do
you
it?
could at least break the cycle, so you don't have
what
idiots
about
like I was.
what about it if you have people who don't want to do that for religious reasons?
Then get the fuck out of here. Then that's it.
Why are you
What do
being
you mean,
aggressive?
get the fuck out of here?
If you don't like it, there's 1,000 different other countries to move to.
Well, there isn't. There's about 125.
Whatever. There's 125 other places you can live.
So
Go.
Okay, let me see.
Nobody's stopping you.
What about the immigration policies of those countries? They don't actually want you.
What do you mean they don't want you?
They don't want you. They say, no, you can't live in our country.
So you
Well, then you either have to accept it or not, dude. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, this is Canada, man. There's a reason why, we do things a certain way here. Nobody's asking you to stay here.
No, I'm just saying, what if they don't want to do it? For
If you were
religious
that
reasons?
if you were that dead set against having your child taught that, right?
Okay,
Then pick another place.
but you can't go. Just
So you're. So, this is your opinion.
Of course.
But if they don't accept your opinion, they should leave the country. Then.
No. Listen, if the laws of the state, if the laws state that this is the way it's supposed to be, either I accept it or I don't. Am I right?
It's not under the law, though.
I'm just saying. Well, of course it is, because they make it mandatory that the teachers have to teach a certain thing. The teacher has to teach it. The Catholic school doesn't want to teach sex ed. They have to.
They don't have to.
Yes, they do.
Well, okay. They have
Legally, they have to. We've been told that when we were kids. I was told
So-
that the first line in Catholic school for sex ed was, "We shouldn't be teaching this because it's against the Bible, but we have to because it's the law." The first line of sex ed.
Sex isn't against the Bible.
Well, that's what we were told. The first line of sex ed.
So in Catholic school, sex before marriage is against the Bible. That's only Catholic.
Yeah, but also, like using condoms and all that other stuff and abortion.
True, they don't like that. Catholics are.
And
not
just about
like
everything
that.
else about the fucking sex ed curriculum, they don't like. Well, fuck them. If you don't like it, too bad.
Sex is a normal part of marriage, which is they're fine with.
Yeah, and the only form of birth control they agree with is the cycle. There's like a whole cycle. They try to teach us the cycle thing.
Right.
These are the only 2 weeks you can have sex.
Okay.
And I was like, I need a fucking supercomputer to fucking figure this out. The fuck,
fuck me.
dude, I'm serious. They had a whole calendar out. If your period, if a girl's period starts on the 2nd, and then 7 days, and this and that, and then the egg stays for another week, and then the fucking this is carried to 2, and fucking square root of that, I'm like,
So,
holy fuck.
so this is kind of the argument I had with Emily's friend, where you make these sweeping, like generalizations and opinions, and somebody doesn't share that opinion. You go, yeah, well, whatever. That's the way it should be.
And if it isn't,
So I'm trying very hard not to get to that point where
I know exactly
you go,
where you're going.
"Ooh," and it falls off into a massive argument. Okay, I'm trying not to get to that point.
I'm not arguing. I'm just.
So the point being is your opinion is that they should be taught these things as soon as they come into school.
As far as acceptance, yes.
What if the parents don't agree with that? What if the parents don't believe they should be taught that at a certain age or that early or at all?
Oh yeah, at all, yeah.
I don't know what you want. You want your kid to go to school here, then he has to get educated.
Well, educated on math, science, spelling, reading, right?
And whatever curriculum that like the kids gotta learn this shit, man. Listen, you're laughing. I don't understand
know.
why that's fucking funny.
No,
Well, because you can.
Because I'm just saying, I don't want another kid to grow up the way I did.
No, there's nothing
because
wrong
you
with
can,
that.
You can say
There's
that about
nothing wrong with
anything, though. You can say that about anything, though. If you make something part of the curriculum that, I mean, let's pick something
Growing
out of thin
potatoes.
air and make it part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
And then your excuse is, well, it's part of the curriculum.
Yeah, because if it serves a child in the long run, something good, yeah, they should learn it. So I don't understand what would be the big problem with it. If you can stop one kid from being a dick like I was, I think that it serves it right.
But that's not the job of a school.
No, I mean it's like a safeguard. At least you can set a foundation at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the kid that doesn't have a foundation at home, unfortunately. Because maybe those people shouldn't even be able to have kids. Really.
So then back to the question: what if the person is religious and feels that?
I'm religious too, but I don't give a fuck.
That's a sinful way to live. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
I'm religious too, but I think the fucking state and church should be separated completely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we would
They
agree
have
on
separated
that.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like my religious beliefs have nothing to do with the kid's education.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know that, but what if the parents don't want that?
Then go somewhere else.
Where?
I don't care, man. Like I don't understand. Like, what's the big deal?
this is-
It's a massive
because-
deal. It's a massive deal.
Here's what I was saying to her, because it's your opinion.
well, my opinion. My opinion.
Somebody
is,
may share a different opinion than you, which is
my opinion.
what
Is,
me and her were getting an
okay,
argument
but my
about.
opinion is this though. My father came here to this country for me and my brother to have a better life, right? He made us assimilate here. He didn't fucking raise us the Italian way or the way that it should be done back home, right? I mean, he maybe tweaked a few things and didn't give a shit if I needed a beating or not. But other than that, it's like go play hockey, go go out with your friends, go do this and go do that, and try to do me right. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. When you come to Canada, you assimilate with everybody else. I don't do this because of my religion. I don't do that because of my religion. I don't do this because I don't believe in this.
People do use that argument for religious reasons, and it isn't just a certain religion.
No,
it's
all
religion.
religions.
It's
All
religion.
religions. Yeah, all
across the board.
Yeah,
And it's a weak argument. The people who are of that faith or of that religion, they will literally use that religion to say, and this is where they're saying to you, let's say that you are on the cusp of becoming Prime Minister, right? You now have to address those people turning around to you and saying, well, I don't want my son to be taught that taking it up the arse is acceptable in school, because we don't want to, because our religious beliefs are that shouldn't be the case, because boy lying with men or whatever, blah, 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 men with men, etc., whichever gender you wish to use, is all wrong. So our religious belief says no. What are you going to do?
Okay, well, it's easy. That's first things first. And I would take the religious out of the politics.
But you can't.
Sure I can.
How?
Separate state and church.
It already is separate.
Yeah.
But what are you going to say to those parents that don't like that?
What do you want me to do? They're going to be taught.
Well, you're the Prime Minister, so I want you to lead.
Yeah. What do you want me to
And
do?
why?
Those kids are going to be taught what they're going to be taught.
But
Now, when they come home,
What about transgenderism?
what about it?
Teach them about that.
Transgenderism?
Yes.
Yeah, there's people that want to live like a girl or want to live like a guy. They're still human beings.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
That's it. End of story. Except
it?
them, don't fucking stone them. Don't fucking spit on them. Don't, treat them like a human being.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I made a mistake last night at the bar, but...
So why are they like that then?
So why are they like what?
Why are they like that? Can a man become a woman? Can a woman become a man? How is that possible?
They have operations if they want. They can go right through it all. But that's their life. That's what they chose to do. If they feel like they want to be a woman, fuck, let them be a woman.
Yeah, sure. The world needs plenty of women.
Well, I didn't say that. They're men being women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is that possible then?
Sure, you can be whatever you want to be at this point in life. I mean, you want to be a woman, be a woman. I don't care.
Scientifically, is that possible?
No.
No.
Scientifically, it's not possible.
So, is a woman... How is then a woman become a man or a man become a woman then?
You can get that fucking taken off or added on.
So it's just the sexual organs that determine if a man's a man?
Listen, forget it. I'm not
No. This is interesting. No. This is fucking
it's trying
interesting.
to
You
make me-
can't walk away
It's
from
trying to
it.
make me look like I'm a fucking idiot or something here.
No.
I'm trying very hard to be neutral, and I'm trying very hard not to turn it into an argument. I'm just challenging a bit.
It's
That's what you-
trying to make me look like I'm a fucking idiot.
No.
because you're using
no.
You're using very broad statements like, yeah, sure. Why not? It's all good. That's what you're doing.
I don't understand why other people can't be like that. Whatever, it's all good. You want to put a dress on? Put a fucking dress on. Nobody's
That's fine.
stopping you.
People, I agree. People do whatever they want. It's their bodies.
Exactly.
Right.
So Like the fucking thing at the library with the drag queens teaching the books, the story things.
But now, are you going to force other people and teach them that that person has now become a woman, and this is a normal thing?
Yeah, it happens in this world. What do you want me to do?
That are actually a woman now?
No, they're men being women.
They're men acting like women?
Yeah, yeah. I would never. I'm never changing that. I'm never. Unless science comes to me and says there's a new sex. As far as I'm concerned, there's 3.
And so, if they want to be called women,
You can be called whatever the fuck you want. You're still a man being a woman, or a woman
what if
being a
somebody
man.
doesn't want to call them a woman?
What?
What if somebody doesn't want to call them a woman?
Whatever you want, man. I don't care. Like
So,
I don't understand what this like. I don't know what the big deal is. Do what you want. I don't care. Like,
yeah, I know that, but you're teaching these things to kids, and I just want to know exactly what you're going to teach them.
Just accept everybody, man. It's not a hard
That's
message.
fine. That's great. Acceptance. Accepting everybody's cool.
And if the parent doesn't like it, what the fuck you want? Stop being a bigot. I mean, it's not hard. I don't understand what that message. Why can we have that message? Okay, if you're
You're
that,
sounding a lot like a hippie now.
Descended into name calling quickly.
Yeah.
like
Well, actually, no, not that quickly.
if you're
No.
Roman Catholic and you're that fucking hard on to fucking not teach your kids about gays and all that other stuff, go to a country that's run by the Catholics. Go to Italy. I don't give a fuck. Stay in the Vatican for all I give a fuck. Whatever. Get away from me. If you're Muslim and you don't want all that stuff, go back to wherever. How many Muslim countries are there? Literally,
There isn't. Well, it depends on how you look. How you're defining that.
Muslim-run countries where like they're the religion outweighs their laws there, or dictates the laws.
You want me to tell you what we got in an argument with that? Oh, it must. I don't know, 12.
Yeah.
So
something
anyway,
like
There's 12 of them.
it's something like
Sure,
that.
why
Yeah,
not?
whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
pick that figure.
There's 12 other countries that you can. If you're that hard on for a fucking to have, you're Muslim and you don't want your kids to learn about gays and lesbians and transgenders and all that other stuff. There's 12 other countries. You put them on a dartboard, throw a dart. The one that you land on, that's where you go.
so you think it's
Nobody
that,
stops you.
You think that the topic of gays and trans is that important that if you don't really accept that lifestyle, you have to leave the country? It's that important.
I'm not
to
saying you have to leave anything. You can stay and accept it.
So anyway, I was going to say the,
See,
the argument that we got into was there's a story out of BC where a father got charged with, or he threatened to be charged with family violence or emotional family violence, which is a thing.
It is a thing, though.
It's there's like 5 different categories.
Yeah, that's true.
But he got charged with that and got a restraining order against his son. His son's 14 years old and wants to become a girl. They need both parents' permission. The parents are divorced, so the wife said yes, and the father said no. And since the kid is 14, he has to be like 16 or 17 to make that decision on his own. They said, well, tough luck, you need both parents' permission or wait 3 years. So instead of that, they now threatened to charge the father with family violence because he continues to call the son his son and a boy and not a girl. And now he has a restraining order against him. Now they're trying to bypass his decision and just have the boy transition just with the mother's permission. So which I said is, first of all, say misgendering somebody's still not illegal. The kid's 14, so he's by law he still needs the permission. And she thought it was so important that the kid transition right away that they can tell the father to screw off and they're going to do it anyway regardless of what he believes.
okay, that sounds like a fucking hateful person who's just doing it to piss off her husband at the end of the day.
So the wife's a hateful person?
I think she's kind of using it as a revenge tactic. Wouldn't you?
I don't know. The kid wants to transition.
Yeah, I get the kid wants to transition, but who's to say that the mother isn't 100%? It's more like, well, you know what? Fuck, he fucked us. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him right back, and I'm gonna.
Couldn't it just be that the mother agrees?
Oh, yeah, I could be completely wrong.
Could be out of spite. I never thought about that.
It could be just, you know what? Yeah, whatever. He wants to be a girl, whatever. But you know what? This will really get under his skin if we fucking make him fully a girl.
So
Let's do it.
So Emily's friend's argument was, she says it doesn't matter what age the boy is, 4 or 14. It doesn't matter because you can't deny what the person is on the inside, and they should be allowed to transition regardless of their age.
No.
That was her argument.
No. Listen, there's too many. As far as I know, there's too many reports like the kids that fucking done it and then fucking committed suicide after that. I wouldn't even allow it till 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, you can become emancipated at 16, can you?
You can become emancipated at 16. Yep.
Yeah, but that's like if you're being abused and shit.
No.
Yeah, and I don't know what the process is, but yeah, you can be.
Okay, but I mean, those are extreme cases, though, right? And every rule has an exception. I get that. Well, so I mean, but I wouldn't allow that until you're 18, man. You're an adult. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
So.
But I mean, that needless to say, that doesn't mean like you can't dress in a dress and act like a girl, put makeup on, and play with dolls and stuff like that. I guess I don't care whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But to actually go through the whole fucking sexual reconstruction, nothing until you're 18, man.
Yeah.
And make sure you know what you're doing. Like, the kid comes and says, listen, I want to, get the reconstructive surgery. If he's 14, listen, let's get him some therapy, make sure this is what he wants. Not to change his mind or anything, right? We'll talk to him, make sure, he's 100%. This is what he wants, and by the time he's 18, because kids change all the time. I wanted to be a fireman too. Well, that didn't work out, did it? I mean,
you're equating you wanting to be a fireman to somebody wanting to change.
I'm using it as an example. Maybe it's a poor example. I mean,
I would suggest it is.
I've changed my fucking what I wanted to be when I was little, like 100 times. Who knows? Maybe this guy wanted to be a little girl from a child. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, they do.
I don't know. I've never been gay or trans or anything like that, so I don't know what they're thinking. I'm just saying let's do this the best possible way, and that's it. It's not a hard thing, I don't think. If the kid at 14 says I want to be a girl, okay, let's get him some help. Not help. That's maybe the wrong term to use. Let's get him some guidance. Make sure that this is what he wants to do. We'll transition him as he becomes an adult to become a girl. And
there is a long process, even for adults who are transgender. They wish to do the full surgery and everything else. They have to go through all psychological processes before that can happen. Then they've got to live as a woman. I think it's a year. Is it a year? They've got to live as a woman.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think it's they've got to live as a year as a woman and then go through it, and then they can go through. So I mean, the process that they're going through, they're jumping through all these hoops and everything else, just to be what, in your terms, dress as a woman. Well, no, that isn't the case. You'd have to really, really re-educate yourself on that one, to look upon it and say, right, this is what a transgender person has to go through to become the person they really feel they are.
Yeah, and I'm not denying that, but I mean, medically speaking, this is what they are. You can't just like he's still.
I'll tell you one of the things. I'll have to talk to Bobby. Because he probably has friends who are transgender, and I don't think I have. I really don't think I have. If I do, I apologize to that transgender person. But I think Bobby would probably be the best person to speak to, and I'll talk to him and see if you could literally talk on this podcast with a transgender person. I think it would be enlightening for you.
Yeah.
Well, I talk to one all the time.
Transgender person? Who?
Buddy who comes with a dress all the time into the bar.
Oh, yeah, I know the person you're talking about.
Ain't no problem. The guy thought I was going to beat him up one night. He wanted to go use the fucking men's bathroom.
Oh, yes, I know.
I was like,
yes.
he goes, he stood there. I go pee. I'm like, well, why don't you go pee? He goes, I have to wait for the guys to empty out because I'm like, well, why don't you use the girls? He goes, you would allow me to? I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
If you think you're a girl, go use the girls' bathroom. I don't give a fuck. It's just a fucking.
But there are people who would.
I talked to...
And it's fucking sad. And it's even worse that I used to be like that. That's what fucking hurts me.
I mean, this is where you get the unisex, the unisex toilet.
Maybe that's the best thing. I get
Yeah,
everything
sure.
unisex.
It is to me. Whatever.
Yeah, I talked to one of the assistant manager at Emily's work. He's gay. I talk to him all the time. He's always in there. Sometimes I ask him questions. And he does not like the whole transgender thing.
Apparently, yeah, we were talking about that last week on the Unleashed show. Apparently, there's like a thing where like gays and lesbians don't want the trans in their community, which is like segregation.
I'd ask him about transgender things, and he's like, oh, I don't even want to talk about them. They're dumb. He goes, oh, pick one or the other. It's either you're gay or you're a lesbian or straight. He goes, I don't care about this transgender stuff.
Isn't that applicable to pansexuality and bisexuality? Because I've seen or I've heard of people who are in the gay community, both lesbian and gay. They say, only certain people, they say that you've got to pick one or the other. There's no such thing as bi. There's no such thing. You can be gay or you're straight. One of the two. They're very binary in that.
I think
sense.
he meant,
and that's in the gay community.
As far as transgender people go, he just says like, be a man or be a woman, sort of like be a lesbian woman or be a gay man, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Because I said, because I heard something on the news out of the U.S. and because I was in the office with her and Randy. And I said, hey, I heard something interesting out of the U.S. And he goes, oh, does it have something to do with being gay? And I'm like, actually, it does. I said, if you, being a gay man, were to have sex with a man that transgendered to a woman, that would make you straight. And he started he started laughing, eh?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's the stupidest. You couldn't believe it.
But you'd still be having vaginal sex.
Apparently not.
It's with
it
a guy.
Doesn't need to be a vagina.
It's with a guy.
Yeah.
See, I can't accept that scientifically. I can't accept it.
And then he said, and then the other one was, is that they're trying to encourage straight men to date men that transition to being a woman, and that doesn't make you gay. But if you were gay, it would make you straight. So
is this let's qualify this. Is this a matter that the person, the trans person, they've fully transitioned?
I don't know if they said fully or to what stage they're at, but that's what they.
Well, let's make it to the point that that person has fully transitioned.
Totally transitioned. Okay,
right.
Gotcha.
So she is now obviously a woman. Mm-hmm. So a gay guy, obviously, first and foremost, we're speculating here. He does want to go to the full 15th base or whatever they want to be.
The 15th base? How many baseball games are you playing here? That's funny.
And then
there's only 4 plates. Fucking hell, 15th base.
And then that's what I mean. See? 4-bit. That's it. Done. Yeah, we don't think about the other fucking paths that could go or whatever. No, fuck it. It's just 4. No, Mr. Binary there. Yeah. That's it. I mean, dead simple.
Mr. Binary. What's wrong with you?
What the fuck?
I'm not.
And-
I'm taking a break. I'm getting agitated and I need a cigarette.
I don't know.
Agitanoli, gonna make some food? Is that what you're doing?
I'm taking a break. Bye.
He wants
I'll
to
be
smoke.
back.
He wants to smoke.
I can't take a beating anymore.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You have to go smoke. That's it. That's the ultimate. Oh, I've fucking lost this argument. I'm going for a smoke. All people use that.
I didn't lose the argument. I was getting beaten on here, but I was getting like fucking gang beaten.
Yep, you were.
Anyways,
UFOs. Scott
UFOs.
mentioned UFOs.
That's what we're talking about now. Then
we're going from gays and all that to fucking UFOs.
I'm just saying, there's been a lot.
Transgender
of that, a lot of
people
lately.
are not necessarily gay. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
UFOs.
I don't know. There's just been a lot of it in the news lately. There's been like 3 recent sightings by Air Force pilots or Navy pilots, and they just briefed some senators or something on UFO activity. And what the hell? Joe Rogan's having Bob Lazar on. I think he added one yesterday. Bob Lazar, the guy, he claims he used to work at Area 51.
Yeah, and he saw all the
took UFOs apart and everything.
yeah, he was the one that was dissecting them and what they call it, backward engineering these various different things so that we could actually be UFOs in someone else's airspace ourselves. Someday.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'd love to know because it really is intriguing. Even though you can look at it and say, okay, we can belittle this particular argument. It really is interesting how these particular beings of obviously awesome intelligence, truly awesome intelligence, have found the ability to travel the vastness of space in such a short period of time. So that means obviously going faster than the speed of light.
Right, which is impossible.
How are they actually going to do it? Well, it's deemed as impossible, but
Maybe they never die.
What?
Well, it takes 1,000 years, but they just never die.
Yeah, maybe they found a wormhole.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see. I'd love to see this rather than saying, okay, this is how we make a new fucking vacuum cleaner because we've dissected this particular UFO. It'd be interesting to find out how the fuckers and what kind of fuel they used, because it must be a kind of fuel that is renewable or it's just infinite, and then that kind of fucks over everybody in the energy sector. Because then you can bring out this battery that just literally lasts forever.
Well, I know that magnetic fields, if they're strong enough, will affect gravity.
Yeah.
And I know that gravity has something to do with the fabric of space in which it'll bend it.
Well, we know
there's something there, I don't
the
know.
thing is, we know that gravitational law is gravitational law, but we still don't know how gravity works. That's one of the surprising things that there is in this universe. Even to this day, we know that there is gravity. That's the gravitational law, but we don't know exactly how gravity works.
Could it be just these people are just smarter versions of us?
Oh, infinitely so.
Could be.
Like, dude, like everybody says a little green man and stuff. Like, could it just be like just regular humans that just live in another dimension? That
It depends how they've evolved in their particular environment, because you evolve differently.
no, but I'm saying though,
Different
maybe because we don't know what's out there. I mean, there's got to be something. I mean, I believe there is got to be something out in space. But what I'm saying is,
It's
like,
guaranteed, mathematically guaranteed.
but like, could it be that like they're us, just I don't know, 5,000 years ahead of us? You know what I mean?
I do. I know what you're saying. I wouldn't quite
They'd
agree
most
with.
likely be humanoid, but not exactly humans, right?
No.
Well, who knows? Maybe they are. Maybe who's to say that there isn't like a fucking solar system just like ours? I mean, not exactly like ours, but
Well, the closest one is Andromeda. I think that's the one. That's the one that they based the what's that movie? Avatar. That's where Avatar took place. Andromeda.
okay,
Did
but
it?
Yeah, it can sustain human life.
Okay,
That's the
but
closest one.
what I'm saying though is like, yeah, but I'm saying that take away the like they weren't fully humans.
No.
I'm saying like take all that out and just make them humans. Maybe they're just more advanced. Maybe they found the fountain youth. Who knows?
Maybe.
And they can live for like thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And really, you don't need an overpopulation because you're on a spaceship all the time.
Yeah, but you've still got to power that thing. You've still got to get from A to B. It's not just a matter of, all right, like somebody goes like, oh, fuck it, we'll throw you in space.
Well, no,
That
I'm just
isn't
saying
the
maybe
case.
they're 5,000 years ahead of us and they've figured out like the battery that never
I don't
dies.
know. You know, they could have figured something out. Who
Like,
knows?
I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, instead of having little green
But
men,
would Hawking in his viewpoint, would he be correct in saying that rather than turning around to these extraterrestrials and saying, okay, welcome, blah blah blah, shouldn't we fear the living fuck out of them because they're so far advanced? They would look at us as mere toys.
Yeah, but maybe they found
Yeah.
maybe they've gone through all the wars and everything that we've gone through. That now they're just a peaceful group.
Yeah, but then they would, if they was as advanced to be able to travel interplanetary, they would then look upon us, our wars, as being very, very pointless, and they would impose their rule, and their rule would be, nope, you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, because you're fucking the rest of the solar system up.
Well, you're doing it to your own planet. so-
Yeah, that's the risk. Is there, are they going to be friendly, or would they just look at humans as so barbaric that it doesn't really matter if they kill us?
No.
Who knows?
Because when you look at the human race, I mean, when you really, really do look at them, they go out and they kill other sentient beings for sport, for no other reason, just sport. And they're okay with that. They're fine. It doesn't matter to them. I mean, is it Japan that's just reintroduced the whaling policy? They can now start killing whales again? Start going out there?
Yeah, but didn't that like kind of get overpopulated, or is that still?
Whales?
Are they still in the endangered?
Fuck no.
Yeah, they're still endangered.
Because it was like the seal thing. Like, remember the problem they had with the seals in Canada? They had to ban like the seal hunt because it was like they were getting too less like every year.
Too few?
Yeah.
Well-
And then what happened was they banned seal hunting, or they capped it. Like maybe I think you can only get like 1 or 2 seals or whatever.
The baby seals going up there? I mean, which is grotesque, going up there and killing a baby seal.
No.
Fuck
It's just a seal hunt. Like I know. Like I have a few friends that actually have done it, where they're allowed to go up there and hunt seals. But like at one point it was capped because people were like taking.
But even that's still disgusting. I mean, why is it okay to cap it at a certain level?
because
It's disgusting.
people still need there's certain things that they use to
Need.
Well, yeah, I mean people use seal. I don't know. People use their blubber for other things. We don't know.
If let's say you're part of the Inuit community and that is literally how you survive, then I can understand that. That's what they do. They go out and they have their hunt, but then you've got good old white Western guy going up there. Let's just go fucking kill a few white seals because it's good fun. No.
You can't have fun at all, can you?
Killing a seal? No, I don't consider that as fun in any way.
You can't tell someone who's been doing it for 30 years, part of his life, because he's not Inuit, he can't fucking hunt a seal.
What? Why?
What, are you going to go to Spain and tell them that they can't have the bull run or the matadors anymore either?
I would do.
You are a fucking dictator.
Me? I'm not the one who's going to dictate that their children's got to be taught fucking certain things in school. You can't call somebody a dictator and be a dictator yourself.
Is it too cruel to animals to override the history of it, or not?
Listen, I'm not want to go tell someone and they're on their.
Well, you gotta have an opinion.
No, because it doesn't affect me. Whether the bull runs or not, it doesn't affect me.
But you're mad at Will that he wants it banned.
Yeah, because it doesn't affect him. It doesn't like sitting here.
But it's cruelty to the animal.
How,
It's the same as if somebody's cruel to an Australian. I don't want a person to be cruel to that Australian. But just because they're part of Australia Who gives a fuck? No. Don't work that way. And it's the same as you look at polar bears. Look at them at the moment. They're emaciated because of what we're doing, and then they're dying
so
out.
Canadian, then, are you for the seal hunt because it's been going on for a long time?
Yeah.
Or are you against it because it's
No,
unnecessary to kill seals?
No, I mean, if you're gonna listen, are you gonna kill it and use it, all of it? Like,
The skin you're going to sell to the fashion industry for people to wear in Europe.
okay, but is everything gonna be
this is
used?
true.
Meat is going to be used to feed bears
Families,
in a zoo.
whatever, and then
Bears in a zoo.
bears in a zoo.
Correct.
Or don't humans eat seal too?
I'm not talking about the Inuit.
I'm talking about. I know Newfoundlanders do it.
Okay, well, you can eat something else other than seal.
Maybe they like seal. Maybe it's part of their culture.
Well, the skin isn't.
I'm just saying, if everything's
The seal is being killed
if you're
for
gonna
the skin. The meat is a byproduct. So do you think it's okay to do it because of that, or not okay because it's cruel to the animals and it's unnecessary?
is the guy making a living off of this?
Doesn't matter.
It's how many weeks out of the year?
The seal hunt only lasts like 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. You can't make a living out of that.
No. Okay, so I mean, and everything's being used from the seal. I'm assuming everything.
Sure.
Nothing is going to waste.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm for it. If they're not gonna like for me to shoot an elephant or whatever, just saying, and then just take his tusk, and then have the rest of his fucking body rotting away. No,
So if you shot an elephant and used the whole body, you're fine with that.
sure, yeah, you can feed. How many people can you feed with an elephant that you killed?
What about a rhino?
Even a rhino.
Rhino?
I mean, yeah, if they're not an endangered species list, yeah,
Okay.
sure, why
If they're
not?
not endangered, I got you.
But if what is the reason they've now become one of the endangered species?
Well, because people just fucking kill them for their tusks. I'm not their ivory tusks. I get that, and that's cruel. This should never happen.
Yeah, but either way, they're being killed for the tusks, regardless if they use the rest of the body or not.
I'm not saying I don't think everybody is. Maybe people are using it for food, and then the byproduct is a tusk.
No, because because selling the tusk is illegal.
Okay, well then that annuls everything.
Right.
So maybe the person is buying, killing a rhino because it's gonna feed his family for.
That's illegal as well.
Okay, then why are we using this animal if it's illegal to kill it?
Because
people kill them.
it was legal at once. So
Yeah.
now I want to know how you feel about the seal hunt.
Yeah, it was illegal. It was capped off, and now they overpopulated. And they took the cap off.
All right.
I have no problems regulating it. We can't stop people from doing things they've done for generations.
Why?
Okay. So that's what I wanted to get to.
Why not?
Well, so don't use seatbelts then.
Listen, I don't understand why everything I'm saying here gets turned on me today.
It isn't.
Because
you're making an opinion.
You're not actually giving a straightforward opinion, or you're just saying, if we question it, or I question it, or Will question it, you go, yeah, sure, yeah, why not? Even if it contradicts what you just said, you're not giving an opinion there.
My opinion is, as long as it doesn't bother me, go do it.
So that doesn't. It's not an.
You're not
opinion,
hurting
by the way.
anybody. You're not hurting anybody else. You're not bothering anybody else. Do it.
But they are.
If they ban pasta tomorrow, am I supposed to stop making pasta tomorrow? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden tomorrow, everybody's gonna get a hard on for fucking pasta, something, and then now we gotta stop cooking pasta. I'm using pasta because I'm Italian.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I know it's an extreme example. I get it.
Well, yeah, that's the problem you have, because you're going from something that is a genuine subject, right, to all of a sudden banning pasta. That's not. It isn't even equatable.
Sure it is,
How?
because that's part of my culture. We don't have any. I don't think Italians have anything to like. We don't have anything to equate to seal hunting or bull riding or whatever. We don't have any of that stuff that I'm aware of. If that was the case, we still have the Colosseum, and we'd be killing Catholics.
Well, it was Christians, but never mind.
Christians, Catholics, the same fucking thing.
Not really, but okay.
Mga cool.
This is true. This is the whole thing.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to turn this episode into the Bash Dominic in his fucking brains
It
episode.
isn't, though.
You guys
It
don't-
I'm
isn't.
just asking you questions.
It
man.
isn't.
I'm just asking for your opinion on
And
it.
I don't understand why it's so hard to believe that just if it doesn't bug somebody, why someone else can't do it.
Because, you see, you're using a generalization there. Because what my reply to that immediately, to which you're going to go flipping onto your fucking whatever sky dome that you go onto, right, is that it does affect other people. It does affect people who believe that animals should not be killed for any other reason than maybe the cheetah chasing the gazelle. Sure, it's got to survive. It can't go to fucking Walmart and buy fucking deer. So, yeah, we do have a problem with it. So why is it then? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. I'm okay with it. No.
Sure, because you can't tell other people to live exactly the way you want. Because you can't. Once you stop something, it's going to stop another thing. Because then this person's going to be offended by something else. You can't do that.
So killing animals is okay.
If you're not wasting it, sure, kill away.
You see, see what I mean by flipping? There you're going to flip.
I'm not flipping. If you're not wasting,
You almost did.
if you're not wasting anything, fucking do it.
But we're not. But we're talking like if you're in the Inuit community, right, and you're not wasting that animal. Okay, I'm saying even me. I'm saying that's fine. Okay, that's how that human community has lived since the beginning of time.
Okay, so what about the matador or the running of the bulls? We'll use that one as an example.
I completely and utterly disagree with it.
But it's been in the community for many generations
So,
and years.
but it's been why? Why was it first done? Why was it first done? The history of it. Why was it first done?
I don't know. I've
But-
never
but, yeah,
looked at it because
But that's where your opinion fails because you don't know why they started doing it, right? Look at there you are. You've got your phone, or do OK Google and try and make a question in it and find out why. Do I disagree with the tomato festival? I can't remember what the fucking hell
in
it's called.
Italy.
Where they no, there's one. Is that maybe in Italy?
Yeah, the
as well,
Italian tomato festival.
where they literally smash tomatoes all over
Yeah,
the
it's in
place.
Italy.
So then that's okay with me. I don't mind. But that's a celebration of harvest and etc. etc. That's cool. Killing an animal for specific things, and especially as Scott mentioned there, trading those pelts for fashionable European women to wear is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, because you don't need to these days. That some of the artificial fur is far superior in quality to the real thing. So you don't need it.
Okay. Going back to the UFOs.
Okay, we go back to the UFOs, which is a good thing to do.
More UFOs.
So you have UFOs. Are UFOs real or imaginary?
Yeah,
I
don't
can
know.
give you my opinion if you wish. I'll start off the ball in my
Like,
court
are they
if you wish.
from another planet, like extraterrestrials or not?
I don't think so. I don't think so because the physics behind them travelling from there to here is a real far stretch, unless they are capable of.
The physics is one thing, but also the other thing that I was thinking about was why is it in their benefit not to reveal themselves?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if they're so superior in advance, they could just go, "Hey, here we are,
Yeah,
and
hi,
you're
how you
now
doing?"
ours."
Yeah,
There's no advantage to them being
No.
secret about it, right?
none whatsoever.
Unless
None
they're-
whatsoever.
Unless they're like really ugly or scary looking, like
But then they would have to.
Like
They
child-
would have to know that of themselves, would they not?
true, like Childhood's End or They Live.
Yeah, yeah. But that is like you would have to be so self-aware that you are so grotesque that revealing yourself to these subspecies that you've now encountered it would be a matter, because even in the science fiction films, we always make, or movies or shows or whatever you want, we always make the alien, or try to make them as humanoid as possible, because then they're acceptable to us.
Yeah.
If they were crystalline or something like that, then they wouldn't be acceptable to us.
No.
I mean, we've done the science as a human species. I'm talking about that. We've done the science where we look upon evolution as happening in different environments, and say that nitrogen is the most breathable, air quotes there, element of the air of that. Then you get this. It would be toxic for them to be here.
Yeah.
Completely and utterly toxic. Oxygen would kill them.
Yeah.
Whereas we've evolved where that's oxygen what we breathe. That's fine. But aliens, they would come into an environment so toxic to them that one breath and they'll be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would they do that? That again is my question. Why would they be discoverers? Would they be their Star Trek? Would they be coming and just to observe us? And
Yeah.
how fucking sad would that, when you're looking at good old Orange Man doing the shit that he's doing, and then saying, okay, yeah, you're cool, let's go visit them again.
Hey, I got something for Dom. When I reference They Live, you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, with Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Remember the fight scene between him and black guy? I can't remember his name.
The one where he's like,
The alley fight.
I'm here for...
He tries to make him wear the sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum and all the bubblegum.
It's one of the greatest fight scenes ever in movies. And Roddy Piper uses all kinds of wrestling moves. He's just like suplexes and everything. It's amazing. But the fight continues on for like way too long, though. It just keeps going and going. And then right at the end, he goes, all right, I'll put on the sunglasses. And then he just puts them on without a fight. That whole fight was to force him to wear sunglasses so he can see the zombie aliens.
And then no. Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Obey.
It's an awesome movie.
But
Classic fight scene.
I mean, yeah. Would you travel in a disc that far?
What do you think, Dom?
I think about what?
UFOs, what we've been discussing.
Bananas. Bananas. We were talking about bananas this whole time.
We've been...
What do you think? What do you think about Jesus?
What, UFOs?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I really don't have an opinion about them.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why you brought it up as a topic then.
I don't know. I didn't want to get bashed anymore, so I was just like...
UFOs.
Yeah, you guys went off, so I'm like, okay, good. They're off of me now.
No, it's your opinion. What was your opinion of UFOs?
I don't have one.
Why?
Because I've never seen one, and I've never experienced anything.
I know. Once in New Brunswick, experienced something really, really, really weird. Absolutely, one of those out of this existence sort of things. It was really,
you did?
yeah.
You did, yeah.
And it was. We were driving along this particular road, not drinking, not on drugs, but just driving on this particular road. And then as we're going along, and over in like this distance here, there was two red lights, and they were basically spinning around like this. Now, animals being animals, animals are far more sensitive to things than we are. We know this.
Yeah.
And there's science behind that. But we slowed down because first there was a couple of badgers, then like 4 or 5 all running across. It was like, whoa, wait a second. Then a deer. Then the smaller animals start coming out away from this thing, and it was like more and more coming out. And we came to a standstill because there's so many animals crossing the fucking road. It would have been a bloodbath if we'd have driven through them. How far that went, we don't know, but there were all these animals just kept coming across, and there was various different animals, deer, everything.
Maybe they're trying to find Noah's Ark.
Possibly. And then these lights, they changed from the circular motion to a upside down elliptical motion.
Okay, yeah.
And then all of a sudden we watched these animals, and the animals, they didn't stop in unison, but they really slowed down. And then a couple of them start from the back, started moving back into the bushes that way. Then the rest of them came there. When we looked over here again, the lights had gone. So that was kind of like a weird experience. Didn't hear any noises. Didn't hear anything that you'd normally associate with it. Certainly didn't see any aliens. Just a weird experience.
Yeah, that's strange.
Very, very weird experience.
I don't think I've ever had an experience like that.
There were three of us in the van, and it was like, wow, this is, whoa.
Never really
Crazy
had
shit.
a UFO experience.
I don't know if it was a UFO. I'm just just
Yeah,
throwing
well,
that
it's
into the
really
throwing that into the
Yeah.
into it. But
That is really strange, though.
yeah.
Never really had a weird experience like that.
Well, talking about this guy. Oh fuck, you'll know. The guy that was abducted. And he
Billy Bob.
no.
Well, them from the movie Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. That's the one. That's the- yeah. Can't remember his name.
I think his name was Travis something.
Travis. That's his first name.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they keep apparently they keep giving him lie detector tests. I don't know if he's dead now, but they kept giving him lie detectors, and he came clean on every one of them. He was never lying. And it was same with the friends. The friends then, instead of debunking what he said, there's several of them come out on record as saying, "Yep, we really did see it. We were the ones that were lying."
Yeah.
Saying that they didn't see anything or anything because they didn't want the publicity, they didn't want the highlights and things.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to see if how they performed what they performed on him, because apparently they used a lot of anal stuff.
Did you see the movie, Don?
No.
Fire in
Fire in
the
the
Sky.
Sky? Oh, man. It's
Good-
No,
good movie.
I'm not a alien movie.
a freaky movie, man.
No, it wasn't alien in the sense. It was about an alien abduction. It was the guy was abducted, and then was it 3 days?
He
it was
gone for a, yeah. He was
It
gone
was
for a while,
it was
something like
a
that, like a
significant
week or
amount of time,
something.
and then basically he was calling from a phone booth.
Yeah.
He
He was naked in a phone
Yes,
booth. And
naked in a phone booth and then trying to make
Yeah.
a phone call, but he couldn't make a phone call because the emergency ones were even still. You had to have 25 cents, and he didn't have
Yeah.
25 cents to make this phone call.
Yeah, they showed all his the stuff they did to him in flashbacks and everything. It was
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, actually.
You should watch it. It's a
It's
good
pretty
movie. It's
freaky
not
movie.
Aliens. It's not like Sigourney Weaver and things such as that. It's a
Good movie.
abduction movie.
Because like my alien movie extended is like Powder,
Has nothing to do with aliens.
Mac and Me. Yes, it was. It was an alien involved.
No,
Oh,
it
no.
wasn't.
Powder?
Mac and Me?
Mac
What's
and Me? That was a terrible movie.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah, it was
terrible.
a bootleg ET.
It was really, really just for shits and giggles, and to see how long you can watch this movie. Give it a go.
I was a kid. That's why I haven't watched it as an adult.
Fuck.
Powder's,
So
a good,
terrible.
Powder's a good movie. It has nothing to do with aliens, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, I thought there was. It had something to do with some alien content. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, his mother gets struck by lightning while she's pregnant.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
alright.
he comes out like super genius, smart.
Yeah. Let's see. E.T. of course.
E.T. is a good film.
There's a movie about a kid who gets abducted as a child, and then when he wakes up, he's an adult.
Oh, you're talking. That's the Disney movie. That's
Yeah. I remember that when I was a kid.
Holy fuck. He's in the sphere, and it takes him through time and space.
Like, he drives his bike. The scene is at the beginning. He drives his bike. He falls.
And he gets abducted in the, yeah.
He falls off the bump, and then he like wakes up at the same bump, but now he's an adult and he doesn't realize it. So he walks home
At the same time period.
at the exact same
And
time.
he walks in there, and the parents are like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm so and so,
Yeah.
and why are you old?" and all
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. What's it called?
I
Oh,
don't know.
man.
I've never heard of it.
It's not bad. It's a Disney movie. It is
Okay,
Disney.
Google. Give me the name of a Disney movie that involves aliens. They'll give me everyone.
Sorry, I don't know how to answer that yet.
Big surprise there.
That's really surprising.
Hey Google, are you a fucking cunt?
I don't understand.
Every week you fall flat on your face. Every fucking week.
It doesn't know anything. I don't.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's Google. It doesn't know anything.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. But when you guys are not around, it answers me all the time.
What?
When you guys are not around, it answers me all the time. It even knows my name.
It's called conspiracy.
It even knows my name.
It's another conspiracy theory, Dom.
Yeah, well,
That's what it is.
maybe it knows that you guys are beating the shit out of me, so it's like, I'm going to join in on this bandwagon. But yeah, I don't remember that. But that's... Oh, and the movie, or the show V, or is it a movie V?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not V for Vendetta.
No.
Oh, V, yeah.
V was a TV series.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have to go very, very shortly.
We're almost fucking there. We got 15 minutes. Is that all right?
Maybe I even fist faster than that. I need to.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You got to go see your girlfriend, don't you?
No, she needs to eat.
Oh, she needs to eat?
Yes.
Oh, you got to feed her that? Like,
Of
buy her?
course, yeah.
Or are you guys going out for dinner?
We may have to go.
Oh, where are you guys going?
I don't know. Probably to eat sushi. I don't know.
You son of a bitch.
She loves sushi.
You son of a bitch. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, you want Dom there on your date as a third wheel?
I know. Like, really. Here you go, Dom. Really, fucking hell.
You know, Tasia wouldn't mind me coming for dinner.
Really?
Yes, you want me to ask her?
No.
Watch.
So I was going to ask her. I said no, and then okay.
Hey, do you mind if I come for sushi tonight?
That's the 40s, 50s. We've got to get to the 80s now. Gotta do.
The 80s? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that fucking film because it's driving me insane.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
It wasn't the 70s, was it?
That never ending story.
No, that wasn't.
That was the one with the fucking stupid puffy dragon thing.
It's not the one where he plays the arcade game, right?
There is that one. There
Arcade
is that.
game.
Yeah.
That one is
Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Yeah. That's where
Flight of the Navigator. That's the movie.
where he wakes up and he's an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the movie. It's a good movie. But I'm literally going to have to go.
Will says he's taking us for sushi if you don't mind me.
You know she's watching Netflix at the moment. Or has she answered you?
Yeah, she's answering me.
What she said to you?
I was like, hey, you don't mind if I come for sushi tonight? She's like, sushi? I'm like, Will said he's taking us for sushi if you don't mind me coming.
No, she just went like, go fuck off.
Anyways,
Okay.
here we go. I work at 7. I also don't mind at all.
I'll change your mind.
Yeah, fun there.
You're leaving?
I am. I've got to go. She's starting work at 7, so she's
Oh,
got to eat. We've got like an hour,
I know. Spicy affairs.
maybe.
Bollywood taco.
Bollywood taco. Oh yeah, that's the new one.
By the
That's
Pizza
the
and
new one.
Wings.
Yeah, you told me about that one. So
Yeah, right there, man. You can get 2 fucking Indian tacos for $10, according to John.
okay.
Because they make the fucking tacos out of naan bread, a big fucking huge piece of naan bread.
Well, I have to go now.
Well, a team to go. Who's stopping you?
Nobody. You're talking to me though.
At least I can have a conversation with Scott and not get the shit kicked out of me. Get the fuck out of my studio.
For the next 10 minutes.
Maybe I'll enjoy myself and go another hour.
That'd be wonderful.
Get out of here. Go. Get the fuck out of here. I'll see you tonight, I guess.
Peace.
I didn't even talk about why I'm going to be a fucking dickhead to women from now on.
Peace.
Oh, now he's got, listen, look at this. Now he's got. Do you turn that off when she's nagging you?
Say again?
Do you turn that off when she's nagging you?
Yeah. Amazon, Google.
He won't even answer you. He's like, fuck the English guy. Okay, bye. Really, eh? Wait, I'm going to call his girlfriend.
Oh God. Don't get involved in that, man.
Hey. No, I'm gonna call her off the air. I don't know. But anyways, I don't. We could end this too if we want. If you want to go home, I don't care.
I don't know. I don't care.
I just it kind of ended dead pretty there.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even get to talk about why I'm gonna be fucking pissed off at women from now on,
Why?
dude. Lately, I've had the worst fucking luck.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I can't even describe it to myself. Like I maybe my roosters are my roosters are coming. I don't know what the word that phrase is. Coming home to roost or whatever.
Okay.
And like I've been such a fucking whore that now that's it. I'm paying for my sins.
Mm-hmm.
That like I can't catch a break, dude. Like one girl like I can't even stand being in the same room with. Another girl like I don't know. I did the last couple girls is just weird.
Right.
Now Thursday, I've had a friend, and the friendship's been really weird. I'm not gonna name her name because she listens. She'll know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to embarrass her.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been friends for I don't know 5 or 6 years. Just hey, how's it going? And there's always been that like, at least from my end, at least I thought it was me, and I didn't really say nothing. Whereas like, yeah, I can see myself dating her, but I didn't know how she felt about it. So or Thursday night comes, I come home from work, I go out, go see the guys at the bar, and I get a text from her, and she's like, "Can you come and get me? I need your help." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Where are you?" She tells me where she is. Now she lives in downtown Oshawa, so why she's at this other part of the city, I don't know. I get there, and she's with all her clothes, every single piece of her clothes.
Yeah.
Now she doesn't live with anybody; she lives with her daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I come here to do my laundry. It's cheaper." So I'm like, "Okay." And long story short, she had an argument with her friend, and she had to leave right away. So I'm here to save the day now. So load up all her clothes. I load up all her clothes, put her in the car, drive her home, get the clothes out, make sure she's okay. Okay, I'm going back to the bar with the guys. See you later. And we text the rest of the night, and she's like, "Oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah." And we talked for a bit, and it was more like this whole, like, this is the first time we're kind of single together. Either I've had a boyfriend or you had a girlfriend, and maybe we should, go for a date, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's pretty cool. I was thinking the same thing because, what's the worst that can happen? You have lunch, you have dinner together, there's no really chemistry, and that's it. You're still friends.
Right.
So we make all these plans for Friday night. We're going to go out. And then around 5 o'clock, I go home. About 5 o'clock, I get this message on my tablet. "Are you there?" And I'm like, message back, "Yeah, I'm here." Ooh, excuse me, just laying on my bed for, waiting to go to sleep. And she goes, "I need a favor." I'm like, "Sure, what do you need?" Like, she's like, in all the commotion, I forgot $60 for her daughter's music program, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because her daughter plays the drums, she's amazing, like really talented for a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And you know me with my weakness with kids. So right away I was like, "She needs it, no problem." She's like, "I'll pay you back at dinner time when we go for dinner." I'm like, "Okay, just as long as you don't see her, well, I mentioned the daughter's name, but anyways, as long as the daughter has, the money for her musical thing for school, I'm good." Go to the bank, pick up $60, grab it, give it to her. Okay, she's good? Good? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for dinner. Come home, go back to sleep, wake up, get the guys over here, we shoot the other podcast, the Unleashed version. Finish that, text her right back, "Hey, are you ready for dinner?" She ghosted me.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking, like the whole weekend, I'm just like, the fuck do I do now?
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell she's been online because it'd be like, "Oh, 5 minutes ago."
Yeah.
right? But she won't, and she won't pick up my fucking my messages at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? I've given up. Fuck women. Fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? Too bad. The asshole. Like I even started last night with one of the bartenders, cute girl, and I'm like, she said something stupid, and I was like, you're a fucking airhead. I mean, you got a cute face and a hot body, but you're a fucking airhead. Get out of here. And she kind of just looked at me like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? I'm done. So what do you think? What do you think I should do? Asshole or continue to be the nice guy?
Well, look, you went after the wrong. You went after the wrong woman, right?
It seems like lately that's what I've been picking.
The whole boring money thing is when you're not even dating the person and all that, and they ask to borrow money. That's where I go, no, don't think so. And then that's it, man. You can borrow money from me. Barely know the person. No. If you know the girl well enough, then you should.
I thought I knew her well enough.
Yeah.
Like, I've known her for 5 years, 6 years,
Yeah.
and
That's a long time.
yeah, and I thought, you know, but to end it for $60, I just,
Yeah. Yeah. Some people do.
and I'm just like, I don't know what to do because it seems like either I don't know. I feel like I'm running out of time now. I've wasted all this time being a fucking whore, and now I'm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I meet. I don't know. I meet all kinds of decent women. So
I have a fucking must have a magnet on me. Like, I don't know what it is. I attract these fucking emotionally decrepit fucking human beings that they're broken. Everyone
Yeah.
broken.
well, then don't go after them. Then don't bother. Just don't bother with them at all.
Yeah, but you don't find out until later.
Oh, come on, you know. You know just by talking to them. You can figure it out. You know?
I guess so. Anyways,
It's either that or that's the type of women that are attracted to you for some odd reason. And maybe you just need to change your look or something. I don't know.
my look.
Sure.
Why does everybody say I have to change my look?
Because sometimes guys have to do that. You have to change your look or your attitude or both, and then you start attracting different women. I had to do that.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
I had to. I used to wear just stupid T-shirts, like graphic tees or something, and I switched to like things that were collared shirts or button-up shirts, something like that. And then just changed the way I acted. Just less. I purposely swore less, and I acted more interested in things that women would tell me, even if I wasn't too interested in it.
Yeah, but that doesn't put you in the fucking friend zone, like.
No,
Oh.
no, because the first meeting, if you do get along real well, then you can say, "Well, hey, this is really cool. I'd like to hang out again sometime." They say no, or they make an excuse or something, then whatever. Like if a woman says, "Oh, I just did this the other day," I'd be like, "Oh, interesting, really, eh?" Yeah. Or I just learn more about stuff that women do, like I met this girl. She had colored pink hair, and I said, "Well, it wasn't quite pink. It was red." I said, "What'd you use there for your color? Goldwell?" She's like, "Yeah, Goldwell." Well, I know Goldwell. It's a really high-end hair coloring. Even if she didn't use Goldwell, it doesn't matter anyway. She still knows that brand, and then she would be impressed that I actually know it.
And then she lied to you and to impress you, thinking that you care.
Well, maybe she lied to me, said it was Goldwell. Maybe it actually was Goldwell. Either way, she was impressed that I actually knew it, even if it wasn't.
I don't fucking know, man.
And then she says, my hobby or whatever is I do this. Oh, fascinating, really. And think of a question about it. Whatever she does for a living.
What, like,
I clean houses. Oh, really? You ever find like a secret stash of something?
I guess I'm gonna have to try this new fucking thing out. I don't know what I'm gonna do really. I don't want to be a dick.
Well, there's a lot of guys out there think you have to be a dick to attract women. You're like, oh, only assholes get the women. Well, it's not true. It's you don't have to be an asshole. You have to be interesting. And guys,
I'm not interested at all.
Guys that have like no hobbies and they don't have any interesting hobby. Women don't find them interesting. Like interesting hobbies are sometimes ones that like the so-called like bad boys will do, but there are other hobbies like photography is an easy one because then they'll ask you to show you your pictures. You got any good pictures? Yeah, sure, all kinds of them. You know, something they'd be interested in, right?
I guess I don't know. What a shitty way to end this fucking show. You want to beat me up some more?
No, I mean this is a good topic. I mean, look, there's tons of podcasts out there, and this is something I considered doing as a podcast myself, which is how to show men or teach men things that they can use to become better men, right? And this is something I considered doing as a podcast. Well, I was actually going to do it, and it's a good thing because there's a lot to learn, and there's especially the internet. You can reap the benefits of a lot of different people. You don't have to like find that one good guy, one good wingman anymore. You can read articles and listen to people's experiences, and you can learn how to do it yourself, right?
Well, I thought I had it all planned out, but I was fucking wrong on that.
Like
the nice guy route doesn't work, dude. It does not work.
it's not about being a nice guy. Like, oh, please, thank you. Can I get the door for you? Oh, let me just. That's okay. I mean, you can be nice to the person. You don't have to be a dick to the girl, but the girl needs to find you interesting and needs to be. You need to show that you are your own man. You're not just doing things or saying things because that's what you should be saying. Like I had a friend who would, at one point during his relationship, he tried to and the relationship wasn't going well, so he started, whatever him and his girlfriend would go to the car, he would open the door for her, the passenger side door, and then close it and then walk around to the driver's side and get in. And he would do that every time. And Emily was like, why don't you do that for me? I said, I gotta do that every fucking time? And then you're gonna sit in the car and wait for me to open the door for you? I said, you don't even want me to do that. I said, but that's fine. You can sit in the car and wait for me to come around and open the door. And she goes, yeah, actually, I don't want that. I was like, of course you don't want that. What, I'm in control of everything now? And she's like, yeah, you're right. I said, that's way, way, way old school. That's not important anymore. Women want to see. You're your own man. You're not opening the door for like a car door for a woman. I mean, that's not bad if you want to do it a couple times, but like you're gonna do it every time. Like getting out of the car, you're gonna walk around, open her door. They don't care. They don't care about that thing.
Fair enough. I got one question to ask you before we go off on air. You want me to become a regular on the Savages here?
I don't care. Sure.
Like this, I don't have to keep calling you. Like, see if
Well,
we
where's Cal then? What's Cal up to?
Cal just wants to stay on the Unleashed one,
Oh, I see.
and I don't know. He has his reasons why. He thinks that 4 hours is way too much for him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's a
well,
lot.
I go like, but if we happen to make it, we have to go every day. What the fuck are we gonna do then?
Mm-hmm.
But
So, I was gonna say I had my blog that I ran for a while, which was the Man of Tomorrow, which is what I was doing. I was going to make the podcast out of,
yeah,
which is this men's interests,
yeah,
but it's also things like articles that will help men in different areas. And one of the things was a top 10 list of things that women are attracted to in a man. What can you do? Like, I think it was things that men do that women are attracted to. And I didn't just make it up. I actually went on the internet and found a bunch of lists and got the most common top 10.
So you just like made a super list.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I picked the most common ones,
Yeah.
right? And I just ranked them all top 10. And then I researched why women like it, all these things. There's all kinds of things. Learning another language, playing an instrument.
So why don't we just add this to the thing then?
To what?
To the network.
Then I could, yeah.
Okay, so as soon as we get off the air, we'll look at this Podbean thing, see how much it costs to add more shows. Because I think the next tier up is you can have as many fucking as many things as you want.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can do that.
And then
there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it, obviously, on like women and all that stuff. And I make sure I always tell people that I'm not an expert or anything. Like I literally have to research this stuff and find out what the real answer is. Like I just don't have it on hand.
she's gonna pretend that she's bad at will. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off.
Okay,
on.
really quick.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
when you say like, oh, you be an asshole and all that stuff. So there, I just wrote a podcast potentially for the Man of Tomorrow, which is about alpha males in human society and chimp society, which is where they come from, or animal society. And I just wrote one. Took a lot of research. I had to read a ton of stuff, and basically, what you're saying is it says you don't need to be a jerk, but women are looking for people that are assertive and confident, which doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a jerk and an asshole. But a lot of guys will read into it and say, "Well, this is what I got to be." But assertive and confident, it could be like you don't have to be like that. And there's also an argument that alpha males in human societies don't actually exist. And that people are trying to be an alpha male, which they can't do anyway. And it ends up making them look stupid. So there's a lot to do with it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
But that's basically what you're looking at.
okay. Well, why don't we just add that to the thing? I mean,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, I'm willing to try anything at this point because
It's fine. I mean, if you want, you can. I wrote it just for me to read, but to stretch it out a bit, I can do it with you if you want. Because if I'm doing it by myself, I'm basically just reading off a page.
Yeah.
And I have to go through it. But if I'm with somebody else, I can read a bit and then you can discuss points.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll figure it out.
So we
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
that if you want.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna see right now as soon as we get off the air how much it'll cost us to add the other shows and stuff like that because I've gotten a bit of a problem. Anyways, I need you to help with offline here. Anyways, we'll talk to you next week. Sorry about the bad ending. It's a little dry. Honestly, I was getting tired of getting the shit kicked out of me by Will. He fucking knows how to do it too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I love him to death, but he knows how to kick the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Will. Anyways, bye.
Bye.